Good morning, students. Good morning to all. And last day we have studied about the emerging service business in India. And in that chapter we have studied about the e-commerce, logistics, and the outsourcing. So today just we will go to the next chapter. Today we will go to the next chapter, chapter 17, social responsibility of business. Social responsibility of business. Why the business organizations have to take the social responsibilities, or what are the responsibilities have to taken in the business organizations, and why the business organizations have to take the responsibilities. A business entity, all the business entity carries out economic activities on a regular basis to earn profit. So normally all the business organizations are earning the profit by the way of conducting the business, doing or carrying out their business activities. But we have to note one thing. So all the customers, and before they are going to start a union of the industries or business organizations, they have to depending upon the socials or the societies. So even if they collecting the consumers are coming from the societies, and if they are building some of the materials, they have to depending upon the societies. So these entities spend money on different aspects. So the entities spend money on different aspects of business which do not give them profit directly. For example, businessmen take the responsibility of maintaining and developing the garden and parks and streets and squares in cities. Some businessmen engage themselves in research for improving the quality of products. Some provide housing, transport, education, and healthcare to their employees and their families. In some places, the businessman provides free medical facilities to the poor patients, and sometimes they also sponsor games and sports at national as well as the international level. So every businessman earns prosperity from the business and should give back the benefit of this prosperity to the societies. How the business organizations are earning the profit from where? From the same place they have to give back the benefit. Even if they are getting some of the profit, we have to note from where they are earning the profit. So by the participations of all the consumers only, one of the businessmen or the business organizations can earning the profit. So if the businessmen want to earning the profit continuously, so the consumers also have to be as a prosperities. So if the consumers are being as a prosperities are the best purchasing power only, so they can continue get the profit. So there are some of the concept of social responsibilities. The term social responsibility is defined in various ways. So every businessman earns prosperity from the business and should give back the benefit of this prosperity to the societies. So this is maybe the voluntary. This benefit is the moral responsibility of the business. If you are getting some of the benefit from anyone, we have to give back that same benefit. Then only both of their understanding will be as mutual. So as this benefit is supposed to be passed on to the society, it can be said to be the social responsibility of business. If the businessmen are earning the profit from the societies, and if they give back or if they want to give back some of the part or sphere of the benefit to the same societies, it is one of the responsibilities, the social responsibilities. So why the business organizations have to take the social responsibilities, or what are the needs are there, needs for the social responsibilities? Under the particular points we can come to know about the need for social responsibilities. First one is self interest. A business unit can sustain in the market for a longer period only by assuming some social obligations. So normally the businessmen recognize that they can succeed better by fulfilling the demands and aspirations of societies. So first the businessman or the business organizations have to know about the self-interest or the demand and the aspirations of the societies. So people who have had a higher standard of living and have been exposed to an environment conducive to healthy growth make better employees and customers for business than those who are poor. Suppose if the peoples are being as poor, they are unable to purchasing some of the goods what they want. But if the business organizations giving some of the responsibilities or giving some of the concessions and helps to them, they will get some of the self-interest. And some of the on the basis of the self-interest, the business organizations also will be increased. Next, creation of society. How the business organizations will be create the society means. The business is a creation of society and uses the resources of society. Therefore, it should fulfill its obligation to the society. So when we are using all the resources in the societies, we must give back some of the benefit to the societies. If you are taking the customers, if you are arranging the employment opportunities for that persons or the particular persons. So businessman should respond to the demands of society and should utilize the social resources for the benefit of the people at large. So if they want to get some of the raw materials and the required resources, they are going to get from the societies only. So the businessmen have to give back to the societies, give back to the benefit to the same societies. In the long run, a successful business can be built on the foundations of happy community and a satisfied workforce. If the business organizations providing many of the facilities to the societies will get some of the goodwill on the company or the business. So the business organizations also can have the power to earn more profit as continuously. Next is social power. The businessmen have considerably social power. Their decisions and actions affect the lives and fortunes of the societies. Now some of the business organizations or some of the entrepreneurs will live for a example for the societies. They will providing many of the hard work. They will make as a good name and they will make the customers as their friends. So in such a way, if the business organizations are giving the responsibilities, are taking the responsibility, the social power of that businessman also will be improved. So the government controls and regulations intervene in the social power of the business in the absence of business taking up social responsibilities. Normally the governments want to control the power of the business organizations. But if that businessman have the good name in the societies, the government also unable to control that persons because the businessmen will become as a VIP in our societies. But if we are conducting just for their business activities, it is not possible. So whenever or wherever they are going to providing the benefit to the societies only, they will get the good time. For example, the Vasantan Co. and some of the persons also got the good name by providing the social responsibilities. Next, image in the societies. So a business can improve its image in public by assuming social obligations. The good relations with workers, consumers and suppliers help in the success of business. If a good business organization or the good businessman can have the good public relationship and have the relationship with their customers and workers and their drivers, so it will be creating a good image in the societies. Then social obligations improve the confidence and faith of the people in a business enterprises. So on the basis of the number or the amount of the social obligations provided by the businessman only, the good image in the societies will be created for the businessman. Next, public awareness. So nowadays consumers and workers are well informed about their rights. The consumers expect better quality product at reasonable prices. Similarly, workers desire fair wages and other benefits. So they exercise the pressure on the employers through trade unions. So there will be industrial unrest and conflict in the society. If business does not fulfill its obligations, the problem may be arised. So now all the customers and the workers also knows about their rights and their duties and the problems, the ways created to the problems, and they have some of the unions if they are getting any of the problems among their business enterprises. So if the business or the business organization or the businessman, if not providing any of the social responsibilities or some of the benefit to the societies, they will get their rights. Next, free enterprises. A business enterprise which accepts and discharges social obligations, so it will be enjoys the greater freedom. For example, the government has passed the Consumer Protection Act to prevent the businessman from the indulging and adulterations and the black marketing and the antisocial some things. So when they have this much of the facilities, the business organizations have to conduct as a honest way. Next, law and order. So any business unit can survive and grow only when there is law and order in societies. If business exploits the weaker sections of the society for too long, these sections will take the law in their own hands. So the resulting will threaten the very survival of the business. So the government also enacted a different type of the Consumer Protections Act. If the business organizations are not providing the facilities and the good standard of the products, so the law will take their power in their own hands. Next, professionalism. The management of business enterprises is being professionalized. As owner, manager, nurses, a greater greed for the profiteering because all the gains go to him. So, but a salaried and qualified manager is less likely to be lived because he does not benefit from the profits and through the questionable practices. Next, arguments for social responsibilities. Some of the positive arguments for the social responsibilities. If you are taking the social responsibilities, some of the peoples are giving the positive arguments. So what are the arguments for the social responsibilities means? First one is protection of stakeholders interest. Protection of stakeholders. Stakeholder means the shareholders. A business organization is a collection of several interest groups of stakeholders. Example, shareholders, customers, employees, suppliers, etc. The business should therefore work for the interest of all of them rather than the benefit of shareholders, owners alone. So when the business organizations or if any of the businessmen are providing many social responsibilities, so the stakeholder or the shareholder also can utilize the good name of the companies. So the share value also will never decrease. So the shareholder always ready to purchasing the shares from that companies which is providing the good social responsibilities. Next, promotion of society. So business is a subsystem of society. It draws support and sustenance from the society in the form of inputs. So socially responsible behavior is essential to sustain this relationship between the business and societies. So what are the inputs are there? Along with these inputs, taking the social responsibility is also one of the great inputs. So these inputs also will promote the society. Next, the assessment of social impact. So during the course of its functioning, a business enterprise makes the several decisions and actions. Its activities exercise a strong influence on the interest and values of the society. The business must fulfill social obligations as a compensation for undermining the legitimate interest of societies. So whenever we are going to use the society for the purpose of improving our business organizations, so like that, the business organizations also have to take the same responsibilities to assessing the social impact. Next, organized social power. How the social power will be organized? Mean the large corporations have acquired tremendous social power through their multifarious operations. The social power may be misused in the absence of social responsibilities. So there should be an equilibrium between the social power and social responsibilities. So without taking any of the social responsibilities, if you are expecting the social power, it will not be possible. So on the basis of providing the social responsibilities, we will get the social powers also. Next, competence. So the business organizations and their managers have proved their complete and the leadership in solving economic problems. The society also expects them to use their competence to solve the social problems and thereby play a leadership role. So by providing the social responsibilities, some of the leadership also will be created by making the competence on providing the social responsibilities. Some of the businessmen will become as a leadership qualities. Next, public opinion. The adoption of social responsibility as an objective will help to improve the public opinion of a business. A good public image is a valuable asset for the business. For example, maintaining parks, traffic islands, and organizing the awareness camps. So we can see in our area some of the organizations will conduct the camp and they will providing some of the traffic boards and they will providing some of the blackboards to their government schools and the poor private schools also. Next, the arguments against the social responsibilities. Even many of the positive arguments is there in social responsibilities. Some of the criticize also is there against the social responsibilities. What are the critics are there mean? First, the lack of conceptual clarity. The concept of social responsibility is very vague and amenable to different interpretations. So we will never have the clear concept on the social responsibility. So there is no consensus on in meaning and scope. So in such a situations, it would be fulfilled as well as the risky to accept the social responsibilities. The concept of social responsibility is given by the many peoples and many organizations, but still some of the businessmen couldn't understand about the meaning of the concept of the social responsibilities. So even though if we are providing many responsibilities to the societies will never estimate. Next, dilution of economic goals. By accepting social responsibility, business will compromise with the economic goals. The business is an economic institution and its only responsibility is to make maximum possible profit for its owners. It would endanger its economic viability by accepting any other responsibilities. So one of the most important objectives of the business organization is earning the more profit. So the earning the more profit is the economic goals. But when we are taking the social responsibilities, the economic goals will be diluted from their fairness. Next, lack of social skill. The business organizations and their managers are not familiar with social affairs. So there are special social service organizations such as government and non-government agencies which can better deal with the social problems. But even the managers and the board of directors and the owner of the business organizations, the social skill is very lack. Next, burden on consumers. If business deals with social problems, cost of doing business would increase. This cost will be passed on to the consumers in the form of higher prices or will have to be borne by owners. This would lead to taxation without representations. So when the businessmen are going to providing the social responsibilities, they will have some additional expenditures on the business organizations. So if they want to compensate the expenditures made on the social responsibilities, so the cost will add into the price of the commodities. So the consumers only have to take the additional responsibility to pay the higher prices. So it is considered as a burden on consumers. Next, responsibilities without power. So business organizations possess only economic power and non-social power. It is unjust to impose social responsibilities with social power. If business is allowed to intervene in social affairs, it may perpetuate its own value system to the determinant of societies. But when we have the rights to providing the social responsibilities to the societies, we can do it. But without power, if you are taking the responsibilities, it is unable to providing. Next, misuse of responsibilities. So acceptance of social responsibilities will involve diversion of precious managerial time and talent on social action programs. It may result in dilution of valuable corporate resources. So the corporate business enterprises also have to take one of the more effort to increasing their resources. But when they are taking the social responsibilities, that power and the resources also will be diluted. Next, improper role. So the proper role of business is to use its resources and energies efficiency so as to earn the best possible return on the investment within the confines of law and ethics. So business should concentrate on economic performance, leaving social services to the other organizations. So normally the businessman and the business organizations also have one of the best role to earning more profit. But if they are taking the social responsibilities, they don't able to or they will unable to earning the more profit. Okay students, I think it's enough. If you have any doubt in this chapter, please ask me. Thank you.